Good day everyone. Today we will talk about Philippine literature during two important times in our history. The American colonial period and the Japanese occupation. These periods brought the chances to the Filipino to grow and express their thoughts. Even with these challenges, Filipinos writers continued to create stories, poems, and plays that showed to the struggles and hopes of the people. In this report, we will learn about the writers and themes of their work and how the events shape Philippine literature. So, let's begin. I will be the one to discuss about the American influence on Philippine literature during the American colonial period. So when the Americans took control of the Philippines through the Treaty of Paris in 1899, they introduced English as a medium of education and communication. This had a significant impact on Filipino literature. First is English became the main language in school. With this, more Filipino were able to access knowledge and express themselves in writing. Many Filipino writers began writing in English. Then, until now, their works is still appreciated. Next is in 1901. The Americans sent around 600 teachers known as the Thomasites to replace soldiers in leading education. With their arrival, public education became free, and English was used as the primary language in instruction. This further encouraged the growth of literature written in English. Because of these changes, many Filipino writers grew during this time. They adopted new literary forms like short stories, essays, and modern poetry, which became a big part of Philippine literature. Literary forms and publications. The first one is Spanish language publications. Despite the American takeover, Spanish remained a dominant language in publications. Newspapers such as El Tiempo and La Vanguardia will still publish in Spanish. This shows that even though the Americans promoted English, Spanish influence persisted, especially among the elite and educated class. The second one is English publications. With American colonization came the spread of the English language. Newspapers like the Manila Times and magazines like the Philippines Free Press were published to promote the use of English. Schools also started producing English language publications, which helped shape the next generation of Filipino writers in English. The third one is comics and drama. Comics became a popular form of entertainment with stories like Si Kiko at Si Angge appearing in magazines. More importantly, Tagalog drama evolved into a way of expressing resistance against American rule. Many of these plays and performances subtly criticized colonial policies and inspired nationalism.
Aurelio Tolentino was a Filipino playwright, poet, and a nationalist who played a crucial role in the Philippine Revolution against Spanish and American colonial rule. Born in 1867 in Pampanga, he was a contemporary revolutionaries like Andres Bonifacio and Jose Rizal. Tolentino was deeply involved in Katipunan movement for Philippine independence. Nationalist and revolutionary. Tolentino was a staunch advocate for Filipino independence. His works, particularly his plays, carried a strong nationalist themes were often used as a form of resistance against colonial rule. He was imprisoned multiple times for his activism. Father of Tagalog drama. He earned this title due to his significant contribution to Philippine theater. His most famous play, Kahapon, Ngayon at Bukas. Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. Was a powerful critic of American rule. It was even banned by authorities due to its revolutionary content. Literary and political influence. Apart from writing, he was also involved in publications and movements that supported independence. He was connected with La Solidaridad, a reformist newspaper, and worked alongside prominent revolutionaries. Posthumous recognition. Though he was marginalized during American rule, his contributions were later recognized. Today, he's remembered as literary political hero with schools, streets, and institutions named in his honor. Tolentino's works remain a significant part of Philippine literature, reflecting a struggle for freedom and resilience of the Filipino spirit.
So from 1941 to 1945, Japan occupied the Philippines. Because of this, they controlled the media and imposed censorship, which temporarily stopped literary development. During this time, many important events happened, like President Quezon General MacArthur fled to the US, and MacArthur promised that I shall return. Then the fall of Bataan and the Death March took place, causing great suffering for many Filipinos. Next is the VJ Day, that stands for Victory Over Japan Day, which marks Japan's surrender in World War II. This happened on August 15, 1945, when Japan announced its surrender, and officially on September 2, 1945, when the surrender documents were officially signed. For the Philippines, VJ Day was so important because it meant the end of Japanese occupation. After this, the country worked toward full independence, which was officially granted on July 4, 1946.
During the Japanese occupation of the Philippines, literature in the country underwent significant changes due to restrictions of English works. Despite censorship and limitations, Philippine literature in Tagalog and other local languages flourished. The key aspects of literature during this period include: first, Tagalog flourishes. Due to restrictions on English language works, Tagalog and other Filipino languages became the primary medium for literary expression. English plays were translated into Filipino to adapt to the changing literary landscape. Second, original dramas. New Filipino dramas were written, showcasing the creativity of playwrights despite wartime struggles. Notable examples include Sa Pula Sa Puti by Francisco Soc Rodrigo and Sino Ba Kayo by Julian Cruz Balmaceda. Lastly, honored writers. Prominent literary figures emerged during this period, with Carlos P. Romulo receiving the Pulitzer Prize for his bestsellers. Other significant writers include Macario Pineda and N.V.M. Gonzalez, who made notable contributions to Filipino short stories. This era of the Philippine literature highlights resilience and adaptation as writers continued to create meaningful works despite the challenges of war and occupation.
This is an infographic that illustrates the life of Manuel Argelia, a teacher, writer, and warrior. It uses a triangle with 3 levels to show the important stages of his life. The first one is early life and education. Manuel Argelia was born in 1911. He was a good student, even becoming the editor of his school newspaper. He later went to the University of Philippines and got a degree in education. The second one is literary success. His short story collection, How My Brother Leon Brought Home a Wife, won first prize in the Commonwealth Literary Contest in 1940. The third one is War and Death. Argelia joined the Freedom Forces, was captured in 1944, and executed at age 33. Manuel Argelia's life was marked by his excellence as a teacher, writer, and fighter. His legacy continues to inspire and influence Philippine history.
During influence, the American colonial period in 1898 to 1946 and the Japanese occupation in 1941 to 1945 had a profound impact on Philippine literature. The Americans introduced English as a medium instruction, which led to the rise of English language literature in the country. Meanwhile, the Japanese imposed restriction on English writings and encouraged the use of Tagalog and other native language. This historical period influenced not only the language used in literature but also the themes, ranging from colonial appreciations to cultural prevention of resistance. Nationalism and identity. Many Filipino writers use literature as a tool to express their patriotism and resistance against foreign rule. During the American period, literature reflected the struggle of Filipinos in maintaining their identity despite Western influences. Under Japanese rule, censorship forced writers to focus on their nationalism, culture, and heritage. Literary works from this period often emphasize Filipino values, tradition, and the importance of fighting for independence and self-determination. In conclusion, the American and Japanese occupation shaped Philippines literature. influencing the language, thence in forms of literary works. While the Americans introduced English, leading to a new wave of Filipino literature, the Japanese forced a return to native languages, reinforcing nationalism. Throughout this period, literature becomes a means of resistance, cultural expression, and identity formation. Writers like Aurelio Tolentino and Manuel Ardila played key roles in keeping Filipino heritage alive through their works. Today, their legacies continue to educate, inspire, and to remind Filipinos of their past and cultural identity. Legacy of writers. Prominent Filipino writers such as Aurelio Tolentino and Manuel Ardila played crucial roles in shaping Filipino literature. Tolentino, a nationalist playwright and writer, used his work to criticize colonial rule and inspire revolution. Ardila, known for his short stories like How My Brother Leon Brought Home a Wife, depicted rural life and Filipino customs, preserving cultural identity through literature. Their works continue to be studied today, serving as a reminder of the country's historical structures and literary heritage.